very much, Natasha. Thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on where you are. Thank you very much for having me. I'm honored to be here today. And as Natasha said, our presentation will be a real case. So something we did for a university in Europe, actually in Italy. And we will show you how we, with AI and with big data, we can help university, or generally speaking, educators, I would say, to close the gap between labor market and education, university. So we were discussing today, basically all day long, which are the skills of the future. As educators, we are all responsible to build skills to the student in order to help them to create a better society and to find a job, last but not least. And, we all know that the labor market basically is broken, or let's say it's changing. And we have a lot of, employers are struggling to find talent, to find the right talent they need. And we see universities that are really asking themselves, what do we have to teach for the future to our student? And we think, and this is our mission, that we have with our database and that with our information, we can definitely support to create, I would say, a more efficient labor market that works better for everyone, for student, for employer, for university, hopefully helping people to find a job and employer to find the talent they need, and in general to create a better society where people have a job, and then they can see a future. Burning Glass, let me just give you 2 words about Burning Glass, and then I will present you the case. I think that the presentation is coming. Can you see the presentation? It's coming. Coming or is not coming?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so just 2 words about that, and then let's see a concrete example on what can you do, or how big data can help you to create a program aligned with the labor market needs. So we are a company based out of Boston. So what we do, we said, we are collecting, as Natasha said, for 20 years, we are collecting data that you can find in the job posting. So a real demand, real-time demand from employer, what they are looking for. So if you think about what do you have in a job posting, in a single job posting, so you have the employer who is looking for, what he's looking for in terms of job, skills, type of certification, degree, experience. You have a lot of information. Imagine if you scale, as you can see in this slide, if you scale this information for more than 50,000 sources from where we are collecting the data, and more than 5 million job posting every day for 20 years. So you can imagine how big is our database, and how, in the quality and how trustable are the information in our database. And, why we're doing this, I think is the most important part of the story. As Professor Goffi said in the previous speech, we think that doing this is important because we can support a quality of education. Education aligned with the labor market is definitely something that everyone would like to see. And as I said before, having a better quality of education means that people will find a job. So a decent work and economy growth is something that we are honored to support every day. And last but not least, as I said, reduce poverty and create a better world. This is why we are doing this since 20 years. So what we do for educators, let's go to the concrete example. And This is something I already covered, and I would like to show you something very concrete. So the university I'm going to present to you is the university based in Italy, as I said, and their question was, I see that there are some students from a specific course that are struggling to find a job. And then I would like to understand why. Is it because the program is not aligned with the labor market? Is it because my career service is, can do something better? Where is the problem? Okay. So what we did from them, so we're starting to, as you can see in this slide, we started to analyze all the job vacancy for occupation related to the course that they were looking to analyze. So any type of course, okay? And so we said, okay, here we are, who are, or at least let me say, how many job posting in the last 12 months, or you can say 2 years, whatever you want. Of course, for a career service purpose, it's much better to have, to the last period of time. So how many job posting were looking for the, the degree that you are providing for those students, okay? So you can have a drill down by course in a specific region. It can be Italy, Germany, France, US, whatever you want in the world, doesn't matter. So how many employers are looking for this specific degree? And another analysis we did was, okay, so now let me know who are by, as you, sorry, I can't see, let me, here we are. No, I can see the slide as I would like to see. Okay, so in other words, from the student perspective, which are the occupation I can get if I will with my certification? And all the occupation are classified according to the European taxonomy, so the ESCO taxonomy. So you can have, again, a drill down by country or village, small city in your area, by occupation, which kind of occupation require the degree I'm providing. Then you can have a drill down by company. Who are the company that are looking for this specific degree and what they offer, which kind of contract they offer. They offer a long-term contract, a permanent contract, an interim contract, which kind of contract. This again is helping the student, to set up their expectation, I would say, and making, clear what they can get for, for a specific degree they have, from in which city, from which company, etc. Then you can also have another drill down in terms of skills. So the company who is looking for the degree I'm providing to my student, which kind of skills are they looking for? Divided, of course, by hard, soft, and digital skills. And we have in our database more than 60,000 skills. So as you can imagine, if the question is which are the skills of the future and which skills the company are looking for, you can have, you can dig down within 60,000 skills. Another information at the end of the story, another information you can have is, of course, by not only by occupation, but you can also see information about emerging skills and declining skills. So which are the skills that are in demand and which are the skills that are declining. in my specific sector, industry, that are requiring the degree I'm providing to my student. So we have, the university or business school we are supporting, they use this kind of information for three specific, I would say, use case. So one is, of course, the career service. It's very, very important to support the student to find their, where they have to send their CV or where they can find an intern job to start. And the other use case, of course, is the program alignment, as we were discussing so far. So they use our data to align their program to the labor market. So we provide support to close the gap between labor market and education. And last but not least, this is more, I would say, in US, less and less in Europe. They use our data to promote their courses. And so when they promote their courses, or they inform the student about the type of job they can have, the salary they can get, and say, if you will do this specific course or this specific degree, those are the opportunity you can have into the labor market. So that's why we recommend you to enroll to this course. This is, I would say, in very short term, what we are doing, and I would be more than happy to show you a real live demo, and not slide, not PowerPoint, and to show you what we are doing for many universities in Europe as well as in US. Thank you very much. I hope that was helpful.
Thank you very much for your speech. Let's applause to Cristina Sarnacchiaro. Don't be shy to ask some questions by raising hand or by writing or by switching on your microphone. You're welcome.
Hello, Cristina. I have a question for you. I'm Cecile from Eduniversal. Happy to have you with us today. I was thinking, what about sharing with us a short example or special situations that shows the way you change the things for a special program? If you can illustrate something, I think it could help to imagine the impact and how the school use this information and your help to change the way they organize, manage, or propose the program. Thank you.
Program design. Sure, absolutely. I mean, they use the data regarding the program. Thank you very much, Cecile, first of all, for inviting us and for the question. So our data regarding the program, they can use our data in two specific cases: program design, so design a new program, and data can help. Absolutely, data normally have a better idea in the sense that it's a data, is a fact. Okay, so if you would like to know, I'm a university or a business school, and I'm wondering, I see that there are some trends, because of course all the business school or the university are in an ecosystem, and so they know that some trends are coming, but they would like to make sure that they are creating a program that is aligned, it's really aligned with the trend. So what they do, they come to us and they ask for, the specific question is, I would like to know which are the emerging job in my country, in my city, and normally it's a region, okay, or a national level. Which are the emerging job by sector, so by industry, and these emerging job, which kind of skills require. So you have job and skills. So as long as you know which is the industry who is looking for emerging job and which kind of skills are required, so you have a good set of information to support your decision about which kind of program I should have to design to support my student and to close the gap between educators and labor market. This is the first case. The second case is program alignment, not creation. So I have my program, and depending on your university or where you live, there are some process in place to review the program and making sure that the program are always up to date. And it's very important, it's fundamental, the knowledge from the professor and from the board who decide, who take this kind of decision, and data can help to take this decision. Be careful, the data, I mean, they cannot replace human, not at all. I mean, I always use this stupid example, but we use, all of us, I think that all of us, we appreciate the GPS when we are going to a new direction. But still, if we see that the road is closed and the GPS doesn't know, we have, thanks God, we have our fantastic and brilliant mind who help us. So the data will support the decision from the professor, from the dean and all the people that have a huge knowledge, but the data will bring that data-driven information about how the market, the labor market is going in real time, and with in a very wide area, because it's true that all of us, we have perception and we see the trend, etc., but it's based on the people we know and the environment we know. That cannot be 5 million job posting every day around the world. I don't know if you see what I mean. Did I answer your question?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Dear audience, do you have more questions?